Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Coaching Handheld Football. Today we are going to talk about something that is pretty misunderstood by a lot of people, and a lot of people don't know about it. But first, I just want to give a shout out to Andrew Luck. He got a career tribute card here, and I know Colts fans are probably pretty upset. As it is shocking to lose your starting quarterback right before the season starts. But I mean, look, the guy's 29, and with the injuries that he has been through, I see so many people ripping the guy. Just show the guy a little respect. Look, at the end of the day, he's taken on more injuries in his life and had to deal with so much more pain than the average person. You can't even understand what that is like in most cases. So you know what? Good on him, dude. You know what? He's going to live a longer, healthier life as a result of it. Is he giving up a ton of money? Sure. Does it suck for fans and fantasy football owners? Sure. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of you and your family. So, Andrew Luck, thank you for gracing me as a fan of the NFL with watching your talent over the past couple of years. And I wish you luck in the rest of your life, man. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about something. So there have been a couple of people who have been dropping videos talking about things like in the front office, where you can get things using briefcases. And I gotta give a shout out to Random Jerry, because Random Jerry and I were talking about this and going into details about what I want to show you guys today. But he's not making a ton of content, so I want to bring it to him. But I did want to bring it to you guys, but I did want to give him a shout out on it. So what you need these front office points or briefcases to get these things, and they're pretty hard to get, but I want to show you guys the best way to go about getting these, because there are things that you need to know that are pretty critical and are really going to make it determine whether you're paying way too much for briefcases or whether you're getting a good deal on briefcases. So what we are going to do, guys, we are going to go in here, and again, I'm not putting a ton of coins in to invest in these. I'm not personally going for front office stuff yet. It's such a small boost with where I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build up my coin stack, trying to build my team, but I do want to show you guys something. So I've kind of done something special here to make this nice and easy to give you some examples, and we're only going to look at my 71 overalls. Okay, so I want to show you guys something because I've got 571 overalls here, right? First thing I want to show you is the tier, okay? So the tier of a player determines how many briefcases or front office points they are worth. So at the 71 level, and of course, higher tiered players, if you have an 85, 86, or the new 87, if you wanted to turn him into briefcases, he's obviously going to be worth a ton of briefcases. However, it's also based on power. So let's take a look. If we put this tier 1 in there, you'll see that he is worth 18 front office points, where if we put in a tier 2, he is worth 28. If we put in the tier 3, he is worth 42. And then finally, if we put in a tier 4, he is worth 63. So this is the same overall player, but the difference between a tier 4 at 63 and a tier 1 at 18 is pretty darn huge, guys. I mean, that is a big difference between those. So if you're going for briefcases, these low tier players, unless you get them really cheap, you'd almost need to get them for like a quarter of the cost of a tier 4. So if you're trying to get these front office points, make sure that you're going for the cheap tier 4s that you can find. Now, looking at the math, obviously the higher ones are better. So if you're doing it with elites, even better. You probably get the best deal that way if you're bid sniping tier 4 elites on the cheap. But another thing to keep in mind, guys, is the training points. Because remember, if we look at a tier 4, right here, this is a base tier 471 gold. He's worth 63. But if we are to put in a tier 4 here that is maxed training, it will actually double the amount of briefcases or front office points that you get from these players. Okay, so right there, instead of getting 63 just by training him up those 30 levels to max, he is going to give me an extra 63. So we will look at it here. If I were to remove him from there and we were to put this one in there, you'll see he gives 63, but he doesn't give the bonus for the max level rewards. The other thing, guys, is you will get training points back. So if I were to put this in there, you'll see that he has 24,000. You will get basically a third of that back when you turn that in. So if you are going for the briefcases, guys, the way to do it, let me clear the filters here and show you the higher overalls. For example, this is a tier 4 80 overall. He's worth 1,290. If I was using him for briefcases, I should train him to the max, knowing that I'll get a third of those training points back, but that will double the amount of briefcases that you can get out of them. And the way you can get training points with getting it from just playing the game, guys, it is absolutely worth it. If you're going for briefcases, make sure you are maxing these guys out, because you'll see there, that's a tier 4, 80 overall. He's worth 1,290. Here is a tier 3, 85. He's only worth 2,750. So those tier 4s really do make a very, very big difference, guys. So if you are looking to do that, to get into the front office, those are my tips for you guys. Once again, shout out to Random Jerry for kind of going over that and kind of putting me onto it. And then looking at this, guys, it's all to use here in the front office. So I did a little bit of a video where I talked and was kind of put off by the pay to win element of that side of the front office. But you need to do these to unlock certain ones. And there are some pretty decent ones in here. You know, like such as a stamina cap booster where you can increase your max stamina. It also gives gems and things like that. And you'll see that these things do get pretty darn expensive. 500, 1,000, 2,000. I mean, to max out level 10, that's 25,000. So if you look at that tier 3 85, that would be like 10 of those just to get the last level, which is basically just a +5 increase to your max stamina. So this is going to get very expensive. Hopefully, as the game progresses later on in the year, these will be significantly cheaper. But if you have any questions about the front office training, if you learned something, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, this was just going to be a quick video. We didn't get a promo or anything new to talk about today, guys. So keep on the grind. Keep making your coins. I will say, you know what? Let me say the one thing. I will say that this career tribute event for 75 stamina, guys, you should grind it today. And really, you should probably grind it for a while. You get a 67 plus, a 60 plus, as well as coins. I've seen coins range anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000. I've done it probably about 12 times. I actually pulled a tier 3 80 elite T.Y. Hilton out of it. I've pulled a double gold pack out of it. So for 75 stamina, the rewards are pretty good, at least with me. I normally have awful luck with these things, and my luck's been pretty good. Granted, I didn't pull the Andrew Luck, which would have totally made my day. But anyways, let me know what you think. I love you guys. Gonna get back to some more strategy content tomorrow with some gameplay. I love you guys. CHF out.